What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I am refreshed and ready to go one more time for today. Took a small little break there. Now I'm back to finish up the 4 final episodes of the season. Ladies, I want you to tell me how the glasses look on your boy. You know what I'm saying? How does the glasses look, man? Is it not me? or his eye? I happen to think that I don't look too bad with the glasses on. You know what I'm saying? I happen to think I don't look too bad. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm ready to watch some Sopranos, Season 5, Episode 10. Let's get it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. See you guys at the end for the review.
Carlo was furious. This guy's waited there by the Hackensack River all fucking night.
Fucking Vespa's never got in my hands.
This is Port Newark. Where the fuck were you longshoremen?
Tighten security at the ports. Al-Qaeda.
Go on, Johnny.
I gotta go. Nice job, Billy boy.
Carlo was told it was a go. If it didn't happen, how come nobody called?
A lot of things didn't happen. It seemed like they happened. Your cousin didn't whack Joey. The Vespas never got into my hands.
Wow.
No! That kid tripped my kid!
That was all ball.
For the ball. She was not. Score! Come on! Your kid is out of control. She's been tripping and pushing all summer.
Oh, shut up and get out of here.
Don't tell me to shut up. What are you, crazy?
I don't think you know who you just pushed, lady. Oh, yo, Janice is going ham. Damn.
Now how kids kick my kid? Get off!
I'm buying it. I don't know what to think. He's getting awfully fucking cute with his remarks.
All I know is his behavior at that kid's funeral was a disgrace.
It's a big part of my livelihood, that port.
I will say, very interesting timing, T. You and John had that little chat at the funeral. Whatever that was, suddenly no Vespas.
All right, I gotta take this. Oh, take one of Carlos' guys. Start hanging around down Port Newark. Find out what the fuck is going on. Limish.
It wasn't my fault.
My name was all over the fucking TV because of your bullshit.
It's not that simple, Tom. Apparently the woman's kid was picking on Sophia.
Why didn't they call her that?
I am suing the township for wrongful arrest.
No, you're not.
And the why is so?
No, you're not. What you're gonna do is you're gonna call Neil Mink. You're gonna play it down. You're gonna pay the fine and not turn us into one of your fucking cause celebras.
Anybody's side but mine. That bitch is lucky I didn't kill her.
Well, we know that.
What?
You and your fucking temper, Janice.
Get out.
This is the end of it.
Get out!
Tony. I know this looks bad. But on the other hand, she called Sophia her daughter.
I don't give a fuck. All right, I do give a fuck. But how many times I gotta tell you, get control of your wife?
Yeah, and there goes the other biggest problem being step parents to any kids.
No, now.
What, I don't have a say in things?
Janice, I think you need professional help.
Oh, I'll be having an extra session with Sandy, believe me.
Sandy, what does she do? She tells her you were picked on by your father and asks you to read her screenplays. I think there's anger specialists.
And I think you should see a weight loss specialist.
You don't see it in yourself. I heard you with Sophia. Yous were getting along so much better. She says one little thing and you get nasty.
I'm so sore.
This is not an isolated incident. They won't let you shop up at the corner anymore.
Those coffee beans were burnt, Bobby. You tasted them.
Janice, I like a Spitfire type. I told you. But we can't live like this, me and the kids.
Like what?
This was a nice house. Peaceful, I don't know. There wasn't all this yelling and tension.
How could you understand? Your dad was a sweetheart, even when he had emphysema. My house, it was dog eat dog.
Well, be that as it may, the past and all, if you don't go to these anger classes they have or whatever, this with us ain't gonna work out.
Well, you might as well go.
What's up?
Hey there, cuz.
Guess who called me this morning?
How'd you find me?
Oh, you're not gonna guess?
Okay, who?
Our friend with the orchard.
Oh, shit. You okay?
Yeah, sold the place. Moving to Florida.
He should. He's getting on in years. Oh, shit.
You still got your canned peaches up there. I just had the car serviced. Watch what you say.
I gotta move that shit? Again?
The developer's going up there. Now, obviously, it would be good for you or our friend if somebody opened the canned fruit. So you and your cousin here, you're gonna go up there and take care of it.
I'll do it.
I'm worried about the old guy.
I told you I'll do it.
But the thing is, my old man's got a few jars up there also. Could make problems for my uncle.
It's gonna be a lot of work, which, with Louise around, can only be done at night.
That's true.
This thing's got to be done in 2 weeks, the latest. Bulldozers are coming.
So what are you, picking out wedding cakes?
Yeah.
Hope you have better luck than I did.
Why, you didn't like your cake? I think your luck's been fucking great. Listen to you cursing it out.
What, you got something you want to say? All right.
So call me.
Last time I asked you to jot down 1 or 2 situations or people that trigger your anger. So much so that when you think about it, you get angry all over again. Anybody got? Let's give Bradley a chance this time.
My partner parked me in again. I couldn't find the keys. I had to wake him up, and he starts yelling at me.
Describe the feelings.
I think...
My stepkids do that all the time. They leave their bikes in the middle of the garage, and if I want to pull in, I gotta get out and move the bikes with a car full of groceries.
Doris, can't you keep Billy's bike out of the driveway? It was a famous commercial from the 60s. Buffering. Guy has a headache, and he takes it out on his wife. Back to Bradley. Trying to get into his actual physical sensations of anger.
He saw red. Who wouldn't?
She's right. I mean, why is he in here? Why isn't his roommate in therapy for selfishness issues?
There are always going to be things out there that are irritating and annoying and out of our control.
True.
What we can control is our response to those triggers.
Yes.
So people just get a free pass, the whole world.
I told you about my supervisor, checking my work and nobody else's. I wonder why.
'Cause you're a minority?
Exactly. That's why I'm in here.
Uh-huh.
You seem angry about Evelyn's problem.
Makes me mad.
It doesn't make you mad. You make you mad.
I come from a biased family, but I was different. I put all my faith and my hopes into the civil rights movement. I left home and I marched. And for what? So they could ride around in their SUVs blasting that rap shit, and you can't say anything because they might have guns?
Wait a fucking minute. Who's they?
If the shoe fits.
This is fucking priceless.
Okay, let's not time travel here. Let's try to stay in the present. Janice, you're angry. Let's stay with that.
Say you, you march for them so they can play rap music.
Your hands are clenched. Did you realize that?
You're provoking me to make a point, and maybe that's your job, but I don't like it.
Look at you. You're not even listening.
Hello, he's talking to me.
No. You and me, we do most of the talking in here. The man is trying to say that those people outside, they do the thing, but we're the ones that get all upset and start carrying on. That's all he's saying.
The Carmela front? Did you two ever discuss that evening you made love?
It was a one-time deal. I've moved on.
What about the depression? Your revelation about your cousin? His prison sentence? You were very upset.
To tell you the truth, I haven't had a lot of time to think about that. My sister, she attacked some woman at her stepkid's soccer game.
You've mentioned her temper before.
She got charged with aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Excellent. Let's talk about that.
What?
Rage.
Why?
Depression is rage turned inward. Tell me about the soprano temper.
Well, the thing is, it's bad for business. Clouds your judgment. Johnny always had a terrible temper.
John.
Gotti. And in the end, I think it hurt him. See, we forget that in the old days, the ones that came over that started this thing, they didn't get mad. They just smiled and nodded and made sure you got it later. That's the whole beautiful point. You know what they say? Revenge is like serving cold cuts.
And I think it's revenge is a dish best served cold.
So what I say?
But why revenge all the time? Where does it come from, this insatiable anger you and your sister share?
I was wondering how long it was going to take for her to come up.
Your mother? What about your father? You never saw her chop off someone's finger.
Told you about that, didn't I?
Yes.
Jesus, I wish I hadn't.
Why?
I mean, I dress up nice and everything when I come here.
Okay, let's stick to the subject.
Which is what?
Your own intolerance for frustration.
Thank you for holding. Your call's important to us. If it's so fucking important, you answer the fucking phone.
Stay with that.
It's just a level of bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Any fucking new idea they come up with is supposed to make things better, makes things worse.
Okay, right, I agree. The center cannot hold. The falcon cannot hear the falconer.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We live in a time of technological and spiritual crisis. But you feel you're above all of it. Certainly above any inconvenience or annoyance. And if things don't go your way, instead of being merely disappointed or inconvenienced, you blow.
My sister's... she's taking anger management classes. You know, maybe she's on the right track.
Is this something you'd consider?
No. Well, but I'll admit it's not good for me, all this fucking agitation. Wears me out. Fucking exhausted all the time.
Where did we start off?
I don't know.
Depression is rage turned inward.
Yeah.
We know where Chrissy buried the guy. But with Uncle Johnny's, you gotta help us out.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but there was two of them, the Johnson brothers.
You don't remember where?
It was a long time ago.
You can't excavate the whole fucking place.
Because you know what Tony's gonna say.
Let him come up here and dig then.
Please. He's a heart attack waiting to happen.
That's no joke. Our bodies are 86% water. His last blood test, he was 65% Zapolar. When he first heard the term pie in the sky, he volunteered for the 82nd Airborne.
That's pretty good. I learned in recovery that he's just tamping down his feelings, T, by eating.
I should talk to him. It's a shame, you know, because he used to be the funnest guy in the world.
When was that?
He's got the world by the balls, and he acts like everything's a big fucking imposition.
Being at the top, he's isolated himself.
Yeah, it's just him and his money.
Hello.
Who is this guy, anyway?
My first Czechoslovakian guy. This is the second time I'm moving him.
Pick up a motherfucking cock-sucking bastard! 2 seconds. This is going off your ass.
There was the guys from New York. Philly and town now.
Listen, thanks for doing this. You didn't have to.
Fuck that. You're my little cousin. I think I can imagine what you may be hearing about me and what happened in New York. All I can say is there's no truth to it.
I didn't think nothing.
As far as Tony putting me in at the casino, I knew people were going to resent that. But I went away for a long time. Stood up for this family. And you, or anybody, can think what they like. But I feel I had a little coming to me.
Hey, absolutely. I was telling Benny that the other day. He was complaining.
What I said about Tony before, you know I love him like a brother.
I love him too.
We saw the guy down the pier. John has the Vespers.
Did you think of how supportive you were of him? The whole little Carmine fiasco.
It's fucking payback. Johnny's got in his head that somehow my cousin had something to do with Joey Peeps.
Johnny should be out looking for the real killers. Instead of spending all his time on that golf course.
Oh, fucking shipment of cheese coming in next month. The imported provolone. I guess we can kiss that goodbye too now, right?
Carmilla, hi. What are you doing here?
My son is a senior here now, isn't he? We were electing party chairs for a senior night.
Oh, right. Huh. So, how are you?
Fine.
Because you were pretty upset when you left. I wanted to call. I began to really rue what happened. And I was probably a
I'm
little
going
over the
back with
top.
my husband.
Oh. Well, that's good. All the best.
Why would you lie to him like that? Why did they end that scene like that?
This is mail from 3 fucking weeks ago. The girl didn't even show up today.
Why don't you go to service and get somebody new?
2 classes, she's already telling people how to run their life. Don't let me stop you from taking your kids to the rink.
You have every right to be mad at me. And I apologize. I know it's bad for the family. For business. But I'm working on it.
Yeah, I know. Bobby told me. So how's that going?
Anger management? It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's such a relief to let go of all that shit. I never realized what an angry person I was and how it fed itself.
So they got you on tranquilizers?
No. Basically, it's taking responsibility for your anger and, you know, learning to recognize your feelings of anger and that they're just feelings. You don't have to act on them.
That's just what people want so they can walk all over you.
A lot of anger is self-importance.
Self-importance?
Problems with authority. Dr. Seatman locks the door promptly at 7. People wig out if they don't get in. Stop banging on the door. It's a big lesson. I was making everybody in my life miserable. I'm yelling and screaming or pouting and feeling victimized. But I feel so much better now about everything. It's like this great sadness is beginning to lift.
Sadness?
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I am.
Is he gonna take that step and Tony Soprano in anger management? That I would love to see.
Real good.
So how we doing?
Took care of mine last night.
The Johnson brothers will get tonight. Uncle Pat was like Johnny Mnemonic, right, Uncle Pat?
Huh? We're playing pinochle. Take a hand.
This is the life, huh?
I'm with you.
Yeah, we were just saying that. This place hasn't changed much, huh?
Got some pretty nice college girls there tonight, huh, Tom?
She liked you, Miss Ravenhair.
Pat seems good, huh? Louis seems fat.
The human body is 86% water, but Louise's last blood test, she was 65% Zeppelin.
That's a good one.
I knew a guy, when he was gonna eat Philly cheesesteak, the mayor of Philly would have to call out the National Guard.
What the fuck's so funny about that? Doesn't even make sense.
He's drunk.
Him? No way. He's in recovery.
Oh. Well, if you recover your fucking balls, give us a call. We might like to hang out.
No, seriously, it's not funny. He's a 12-stepper, right?
Yeah, you know that. That's right.
Maybe he can take another couple of steps out the fucking door so we could have some fun.
Come on, don't get pissy now. He's just having a joke, that's all.
Sobriety's hard enough work without having to get mocked for.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why don't you have a fucking drink, will you? Because you're driving everybody crazy with this shit. The fucking higher power yammering and the sweets and the key lime pie and the... Jesus. What a fucking bullshit. Will you do me a favor?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was being a jerk off.
No.
No,
Look,
no,
it's just, you know, come on. Hey, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
I hate when you're joking around with people and they get all serious with you.
Well, how do you like his car? Schwarzenegger's. Pretty fucking great, huh?
Oh, yeah, the Humvee. Yeah, it's nice.
Kind of steep, though.
Well, come on, you told me you didn't pay for it. You gave the guy a hum job.
For the Humvee.
Maybe he'd like to hum me.
Oh, a friend of Bill over here?
Fucking wits over here.
Bill? I'll say.
That's not a bill, that's a beak.
You know, that was you. He made that joke about the Zeppelin content.
On the way home, we can drop him off at Beekskill.
Well, the beast could kill. That one certainly would.
You know, I could have called you Ichabod Crane, but I didn't.
What the fuck's he talking about? Ichabod Crane.
Nothing.
Well, here's to the Johnson brothers. Whoever the fuck they were.
Johnson brothers.
Please, I couldn't believe it myself.
Well, are you going back with Tony?
No.
Then why'd you say it?
I don't know, it just came out.
It's to hurt him.
He was gonna call me. Did he?
Jerk.
Wonder where Harpo's eating his Sunday dinner.
What?
Just wondering what Harpo's up to.
Who's Harpo? That's Hal, Janice's son.
You have a son? You didn't tell us that.
You know that song, Harpo's Song by Phoebe Snow? Because that's the song you named Harpo after, right?
Why does she get so angry about her son?
Harpo.
All right, Tony. Make fun of a boy because of his name.
I wonder what's French Canadian for. I grew up without a mother. Where is me, mama?
I don't got a right to ask. I'm the boy's uncle.
Easy, easy.
That is so wrong. Tony's an asshole by every means, bro. Like, that's crazy. How that ended just now. I didn't think he would go that far just to maybe prove a point. You know what I'm saying? This episode was about anger. Obviously. It's one of those things where your anger gets tested and you don't exactly know how to deal with it. You know, I've been in that position plenty of times before. I used to have a really bad temper, believe it or not. As a kid, really bad temper, you know. And I've just learned over time, never went to any anger management or anything like that. Because earlier on in my life, like by the time I was maybe 15 or 16 years old, kind of learned how to control myself and understanding that, you know, when you act out, when you're angry, it comes with consequences. I learned that at a very early age, you know, but I can remember back in high school, I had a really bad temper, man, like to the point where I would snap at anybody for anything, especially when it's a situation that involved girls. And I remember one time, I didn't know, and it's not like my mom didn't teach me, I just didn't know the extent of where my anger went, right? And it's one of the most regrettable things that I've done in my entire life, which is to hit a girl, right? I was young. I was probably about 10 or so, 10, maybe 11 years old. I don't remember exactly, but hit this one girl in the chest, and she didn't start bleeding or anything. But I think at that moment, I realized, you know, when your parents tell you you're a boy, don't hit girls, right? I think at that moment I realized the difference between the physiology between men and women. I think at that moment I realized how far your anger could take you. And mind you, over the years, there's plenty of things since I've been in relationships, you know, that I could have lashed out at. The reason why I got a divorce was because of physical abuse. It pushed me to the edge, you know, give you guys, you know what happened, to tell you guys what happened, that made me decide that moment that I could not be with this woman anymore, beyond everything else, because I know I can't react to her hitting me. And, you know, because I made that resolution from back in the day that, you know, no matter what, I would never put my hands on another woman ever again like that. You know, we were having this argument, and I'm talking about, I'm coming home from like a 16-hour work day, right? 16-hour work day, I'm coming home. I used to work construction back in that day when I was married and all. Come home, 16-hour day, tired as hell, you know, the drive taking 2-3 hours to get home, coming home like 9-10 o'clock at night, working from like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, coming home. You know, nothing is prepared, no dinner, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I come home, and she wants to talk about some bullshit that happened, you know, accusations, all of this other stuff. Well, you know, I've been at work, man. Like, women are paranoid, and it got to the point, to make a long story short, it got to the point where she was saying some stuff, and I just said, I don't care. And I don't know if that's equivalent to calling a woman a cunt or a bitch, but she decided to hit me in the face. And I looked at her again and I said, I don't care. Right? And she hit me again in the face. And that night I told her to get out. I told her, I'm leaving. I'm going to my sister's for a couple of days. When I come back, you need not to be here. Because if you're here, things might get ugly. You know, see to that, I said, if you want to get dragged out of this house by the police, that can happen too. But you need not be here. So after that, then divorce came after that, right? So I say this to say to you guys that things are going to happen that will push you to the edge, that will push you to the point of you wanting to hurt somebody, you wanting to act out and get angry. And you know, anger is good. It's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have to act on it. As Janice explained in the episode, you don't have to act on it. Anger is an emotion that we feel. It happens. Nobody is telling you never be angry about anything. You know, but it's the act that comes after where that's what we need to control. That's what we need to recognize and be able to control it before, not after the act. Okay? So you got to learn, yes, and people are going to push your buttons. And one of the things that I kind of love about this episode is the fact that Tony is the type of person, even though hearing all of that, he just doesn't believe that is something that could work for him. And he doesn't believe that anger can be controlled. It's just like, yeah, you know, the soft spot. And in that moment, that was not a alpha male move, if you get my meaning. Him provoking Janice like that, you know what her soft spot is. That's something that women do. Okay, that is something that women do. So definitely, if you had any respect left for Tony, that went out the window by him doing something like that. It was unnecessary, and that is not just sibling teasing. So you can't look at it like, you know, she's going through something instead of being happy for her. And I said like this, like, I've said this throughout the season since I've been watching. I was like, I've really come around on who Janice is, because she's consciously trying to change herself. And she's not annoying anymore. She's not doing those things anymore. At least it's not being shown on screen. There are some moments. There are a couple of moments, you know, where you're like, why are you doing that? But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't come off as annoying anymore, because she is, I don't know if it's being with Bobby that has really changed her. I don't know if it's her being a stepmom that has changed her and all this other stuff. I don't know what it is. But something is working for her, and I'm rooting for her. You know what I mean? Mind you, she's still a murderer, but it is what it is. In the context of the show, pretty much everybody in the Sopranos, well, not all the Sopranos, but you know, I don't know what to say, but I think this is the first time that they actually dedicated an episode specifically to talk about anger. And especially Christopher showed a lot of poise. I like the fact that he was being teased, and he, you know, even though he, you know, he was angry. He was angry. He controlled it. And of course, you know, it led to him tearing up at the end, because not only does he feel like he's not Tony's favorite cousin anymore, you know, he feels like a lot of the stuff that Tony was saying was unwarranted. Now, can you joke about somebody's sobriety? Fuck yes. Okay? Nothing is too good or too great to joke about, or too bad to joke about. Okay? Death can be funny. I'm not saying that when somebody dies it's funny. I'm saying death can be funny. You get what I'm saying? Some people, sometimes when people die, the way how they died, it's funny. Now you might look at me and be like, oh, so you're one of those people, or whatever the situation is. No, I just feel like nobody is excused from being made fun of, no matter who you are. Laughing is laughing. If you can laugh at somebody falling, whether they are disabled or not, it is what it is. It's just laughing. It's not harmful. Don't take yourself so seriously that nobody can laugh at you or laugh at your problems. Okay? It is what it is. That's just what it is. Some people are not going to laugh at it. Some people may laugh at it. And that's just how life is. It's just a part of life. So just accept it and move on. You're not outside of the boundaries of being made fun of, no matter what it is that you're going through. You get what I'm saying? And it might be inappropriate to laugh, but it's not all the time that things are going to be appropriate to laugh at. Sometimes it is inappropriate. I see people go on stage as comedians and laugh about and joke about dropping babies. Like, that shit ain't it ain't appropriate to laugh at a joke like that, but we do anyways, because guess what? It's laughter, man. It's good medicine for the soul. So I'm glad that they took time, you know, in this episode to, you know, kind of deal with anger, how certain people deal with anger, talk about anger management and all this other stuff, and kind of relate that to Tony in a way where Tony is been angry this entire time. He's just angry at life. You know what I mean? And you know, and it's been like that since the beginning. He's always been just this angry person, you know, that deals with things in a certain manner. And is it the most healthy way to deal with things? Of course not. But that's who he is. And you know, the famous saying, misery loves company. And that's how this episode ended. It's basically encompasses that statement in all its glory, right? Misery loves company. He can't stand the fact that Janice is okay, or she's dealing with her anger, or she's doing better, and she's, you know what I'm saying? Because he feels like, oh, if you do this, people are gonna walk all over you, and like, nah, bro. Only what you allow can happen. Only what you allow when it comes on to those kind of circumstances. It's only what you allow. You know what I'm saying? You can always walk away from a situation you don't like. You don't have to act or beat somebody up or throw hands or whatever. You don't have to. That is what you're choosing to do as a direct result of your anger. It is what it is, right? And there are going to be consequences to that, and you're just going to have to accept it. So, thank you so much, guys. That is all I have to say. If you disagree, put it in the comment section as always. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on anger, to be honest. I would love to hear them. So, thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.